the public access Boyz.
I can give you all the video files for after if you still want to edit. Change the transition real quick. We did that a lot. Here.
The public access Boyz.
Welcome back.
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 Thank you guys for coming back tonight. Well, it's been a bit of a interesting opening.
I'm not sure he was a good idea.
Anyways, Daly and I got in an argument before the show.
That pretty much is, frankly, gonna rearrange how we're doing this show because I can't believe what I just heard come out of your mouth.
We live in a divided America. You got side A, the good side.
We live in a rational America,
You got side.
I like to think.
You got side B, the crazy side. I feel like a lot of us are going through this right now, dealing with you just don't know who your friends or who your enemies are. And so instead of sort of what we programmed for today, I think we're just gonna
We have
dive
to
into
audible
this.
because we've got to come to a solution on this.
You can't be friends with someone. You've got to work through your problems. We're gonna, America's about resolution, about growing. And though we are fighting, Daly and I need to work.
We need to
through
finish
something.
this. Welcome back.
Well,
So, as you can tell from the unplanned video, Peter here believes that Resident Evil should be nominated for an Academy Award Best Picture
number one.
over La La Land. And that you're living in La La Land if you think that's true. Let's get to the facts here. Let's
Trying to help. Can you?
get to the facts. So, La La Land. La Land is a gripping tale about two couples. One couple with two people. One of them is Ryan Gosling. Who even is the girl in Resident Evil? What's her name?
Milo Janic.
Exactly. We got Ryan Gosling versus unnamed actor. Right there, that's a deal breaker.
That's ridiculous.
You got Emma Watson and Ryan Gosling. It's a beautiful tale about two artists that are aspiring for greatness, and obstacles get in the way. It's a love story. It's got Ryan Gosling. It's a movie for the people. La La Land is a movie for the people. Resident Evil is closed-minded. No one wants to see a video game movie again. It's been done before.
I'm staying quiet till my turn because we are gonna do this in an orderly fashion.
La La Land, folks.
We are gonna do this with civility. Don't freak out.
La La Land.
Please continue.
Is new and original. New and original. Resident Evil played out before. Super Mario Brothers is like the worst movie ever made.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So back to the facts. You got Ryan Gosling. You got Emma Watson.
Excuse me. I don't think that's a movie. That's
Super Mario Brothers was a movie.
maybe in Japan, but not here where we take our cinema seriously.
D-Treble, I thought you were on my side. Ryan Gosling, Emma Watson, where were we? La La Land, musical, dancing. Did you see the opening sequence?
I did.
He was on a highway.
Yeah, I did know that. I think that was a cheap shot. That's a cinematic trope that I feel is used way too much. Thank you very much.
The fact that you are not voting for the movie of the people really boggles my mind. It's backwards thinking.
Well, look, I grew up with certain ideals that this just makes more sense for. Do you have any more points? Because
I want to see what you got. I want to see what you have. What's your reasoning?
I'd love to tell you. I'd love to tell you what I.
Send this country backwards by allowing the best picture to be run by a video game. Cue the music.
One of the things I learned about TV is that good break always can be useful. Psst, I know a secret, and it's a really great one. Wow, it's a really great secret. Ooh, I wish I could tell you. Or maybe, just maybe, I'm willing to share my life-changing secret with you.
Introducing The Secret. If you think life was good without it, try life with it.
I just love my new secret.
This secret is the best one around.
But it's a really good secret, so I'm gonna need something in return, just to know that you're trustworthy. You can purchase my amazing secret for just 3 payments of $19.95. And trust me, the face value of my secret is well over 6 times that.
I don't know how I was living without this brand new secret.
It's really swell.
And if that's not enough, how about we sweeten the pot with a personalized drink koozie free of charge? It's nothing to you. It's nothing to you. To you. Is it getting through to your skull? I'm a nice guy, you know, this is a great secret. It's all yours. You get a personalized drink koozie with your face on it. You can put your dog on it. It's okay. We've got the machines. We've got the equipment.
I love my personalized drink koozie. And I get a great secret too.
What are you waiting for? Call the number. It's right here. We're going to add it on in After Effects. All right. Back to my point.
And we're back.
Back to my point. So Resident Evil is the 6th installment in the Resident Evil franchise, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson.
What was
known
that?
For The Master, known for The Magnolia, known for Boogie Town.
Paul Thomas Anderson?
Paul T.A.
It's like, it wasn't Paul. It wasn't PTA.
Rudolph. So it's the final chapter. As you guys know, the plot has been building. It's an allegory for post-democracy. And what I mean by post-democracy is, let me get to the plot. So we've got Mila Jovovich, which is Paul Thomas Anderson's wife in the movie. So she's got, you can imagine sort of a more realistic looking woman. But so she's been dealing with postpartum depression after her marriage to another man who turned into what they call a zombie. So she travels, she gets an invitation because she's also a master of what we call in the States karate, which is often mispronounced, might I add. So she goes to Shaolin. She gets an invitation to a tournament of the gods, and she is a representative of Earth. So along with 2 other people,
Peter, can I
also from Earth.
Peter, can I interrupt with a question?
No, I actually would like to.
I have a question that I appreciate. Since it's an open dialogue discourse, I would like to ask this question for clarification.
I'm building one. Okay.
Yeah. Is it true that this director has basically marketed this entire campaign through Periscope?
Yes, that's not false, and I think it's a groundbreaking way to get the masses.
Or maybe it's a slap in the face of the Academy in general.
It speaks to his audience, but anyways, if you could go back to camera 2, whiteboard, please.
Camera 2.
Karate goes to the tournament. There is an evil master who, after the 10th tournament, will take control of the world. He is from the Netherworld. He's also known as Shang Tsung. Now, Shang Tsung has won the last 9 tournaments. If he wins this 10th one...
How do you say that?
Shang Tsung. And if he wins this 10th one, they will call it Resident Evil 6, the final chapter. So, so you can understand...
What's his name?
Life and death is in the balance of this final chapter. Paul Thomas Anderson. So I rest my case. Not a single member of the Academy can recognize what the people want. And what the people want is Resident Evil, the final chapter. Resident Evil, the final chapter. I saw a movie by Paul K. Tompkins. Oh. All right. Well, guys, that was probably part 1, I would say, of one of the great American debates.
This will definitely
Resident
continue.
Evil versus La La Land, which is
boggles my mind that you think that such a backwards thinking movie that's played out and really just offensive could be better than La La Land.
Well, hey, you know,
it's not even a musical.
For dissonance, for attention release, which is something that I learned in grammar school. Well, let's do some release. Let's talk about something that we all agree on. Dave D-Treble, as he's known, we actually just hired him on as our musical band leader.
Guys, it's just so great.
Shout out to D-Treble.
Yeah, shout out to me. And
it doesn't mean that you should have a speaking role, but I would like you to perform actually a piece on the recorder.
Cue the music.
Okay,
yes.
I just love saying that.
Yeah,
it's
feels
so fun
good.
to say.
It really feels good.
We're working on it. We're working on it. Okay.
More later.
That's good. That's good.
He's new to the recorder world, which is, you know, hasn't been to a single recorder convention yet.
Yeah. But I don't you kind of feel like Jimmy Fallon with like house band?
Yeah, I actually a little more like Jimmy Kimmel.
Does he have a house band?
So, yeah, so let's see. So, yeah, anyways, Periscope's a great marketing vehicle, just to circle back there.
It's ridiculous.
Just to circle
It's
back.
not even a real application, and yet he's making this movie famous through... Like, that's not a way to figure out if a movie is good or not.
Cue the video. I need a break. 5 under. To the right. Click. 7. All right, so we're back. Let's talk about another non-partisan issue, which means that we all can agree on this.
We got to cover other news.
This was a tough week. We lost one of the greats. Mary Tyler Moore passed away, as you guys may know. She was in shows such as The Mary Tyler Moore
Mary
Show,
Tyler Moore?
Rhonda. She also had a film career. She was
She was in Requiem for a Dream, wasn't she?
No, I don't think that was her.
That was definitely her. No.
I don't think that's right either.
No, D-Treble, that was Mary Tyler Moore.
I feel like this should disqualify you, actually, from being considered, for your opinion, for La La Land as an Oscar pick.
She's the one with the grandson and waiting on doing a show.
No, that was Ellen Burstyn.
No, it wasn't. It was Mary Tyler Moore.
Bursting with talent in that role. Watch it again.
I like that play on words, but it wasn't her.
She was bursting with talent in that role.
All right, now you played it out. No, it was her. You know, with the music and like the on repeat of her like
music.
Just speeding out with the pills and the drugs, and it was definitely Mary Tyler Moore.
Well, agree to disagree. We cannot seem to find common ground, but however, both of us actually have character witnesses for our testimony, and right after this bumper, we are going to bring some people on who are going to change your mind about what you think.
Stay tuned.
Picks. Welcome back. So to my left we have this is a renowned local theater expert,
Jhonnie Walker.
Jhonnie Walker. He's actually on Team Daily. He's a La La Land enthusiast.
He's
Very
right.
smart guy. Looking to hear. I'm not really interested in what he has to say.
Sensible
but,
people to this show.
All right, why don't you give your testimony?
Well, okay. I think. So La La Land is really. I don't know if you know the premise, but it's sort of a, Spank story about
An American classic.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue. I apologize.
About Ryan Gosling, and it actually it's about jazz, which I think makes it sort of a more ethnically diverse.
You might need to hold the microphone up to your mouth.
Okay.
It's for the people.
Not
For
that
the people.
Not that anybody wants to hear what you have to say.
Continue.
Okay. Yeah. So I think La La Land speaks more to people that really like Ryan Gosling, because he's not in Resident Evil, which is kind of
the main
atrocious.
point.
But I think I don't mean to change the subject, but I think what's more important. So I brought copies of 1984 for each of you.
Wow.
If you can just.
A real novel of our times.
Yeah,
huh?
so I don't mean to detract from both these very, very good movies, specifically La La Land, but I brought this one I didn't get to cut out yet, but I brought signed copies of.
See, this is good. See,
1984.
This is educating our audience on
Oh, it's Big B. Big
classic
Yeah, Big Brother.
Oh.
autographed copies of classic literature. This is we should do more of this for our audience, Peter. Don't you agree? I mean, we educate you on all things art, business, fun. It's time to get a little literary knowledge in front of you. And thank you, thank Jhonnie Walker.
You're welcome.
Blue.
All right. Do you have any other pieces you'd like to speak about that abomination of a movie?
I think more so it's a preternatural mirror image of our society right now, and I think Resident Evil is it's too normal and boring for any of, but also you could read.
Isn't 1984 also a British band that appeals to a youth demographic? Haha, gotcha. That's called gotcha journalism. Your point is moot.
Did you ever read Animal Farm?
Is Charles Dickens?
Yeah, it's classic.
Yeah. Is this a good movie?
Hey Dave, why don't you play a little bit of relief music?
Sure.
Cue the music.
This is one is called a trill.
Okay. So next point in your debacle of an argument as to why Resident Evil should get the Oscar nod over the best movie in a generation, La La Land, is what's your nonsense that you have?
Well, so I actually also brought somebody who's got lots of video game experience. He's a really smart guy. We actually had him on as a guest last week. I'd like to introduce D-Treble, who's also going to be giving his defense of Resident Evil.
You're turning on me.
Daily, the tides are shifting like the sands.
I remember when you guys used to have a bromance. Check it out now.
Okay, I'd just like to say, you know, when you go see the movies and you go to Resident Evil and just being in the audience and knowing how important for the audience that the Resident Evil movie is, and that just gets me worked up. I mean, there's so many reasons why we could make this argument. And first of all, as Peter mentioned, the allegory. That's at least number one on my list.
Thank you for hearing my point. That's what America needs more. Good listeners who appreciate populist movies about...
Everybody that was in the Resident Evil theater smelled like goat.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think
that's not even funny. That's
funny.
so.
He's speaking the truth. I'm sorry that the truth hurts people, but we are doing this for the people.
Okay, first.
People that read 1984 don't smell like goat.
Okay, well, so
what about Animal Farm?
People that smell like goat, then who's
I've
next?
held the camera long enough. We got a new camera. This was your idea. Can you take it? Does it go that long?
The band was.
Okay.
House band was your idea. That's.
Well, he was also my defense tonight. I needed defense. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, you're defensive.
All right. Well, we'll keep the good times coming. We're gonna play a little 1-minute commercial for you guys. Here we go.
Are you one of the billions of Americans who have been left in the dust?
Oh, I used to be poor, but now I'm not. Want to know how? Find my secret, you f***ing moron. Haven't you been watching my commercial? Haven't you been watching my commercial? I used to have a personalized koozie business, but I've moved on.
I just love my new secret.
This secret is the best one around.
Sometimes it doesn't work out. But now I have this secret, and to the moon. Want to lose weight? Try my secret. Want to meet your mate? Try my secret. Is your drink too cold? No problem, I still have all the machines.
I love my new secret. I thought I was living before, but whoo, look at me now. And I love this personalized drink koozie. It keeps my hand at a neutral temperature whether the drinks are hot or cold.
Yeah, Mike, I still need that second payment.
Yeah, but we just sent Billy to camp, and I'm a little short on funds right now. Yeah, but I just don't have the money.
It's really a great secret. Call for yours today.
You can call us today at 1-800-BLEEP-WELP, live out street 3967. There are no guaranteed results, however, there can be results, but it's all up to you. Please stick to the agreed upon payment schedule.
And we're back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our show. We have been having one of the most heated shows we have ever had.
Yeah, we've argued before, but you've just never been as wrong as you are currently.
It's called taking your problems out off camera. This is not what I wanted.
We can't hide this from the audience. You can't hold those beliefs and then be convinced that you're providing a service to the audience.
Feel this.
And it's really tough, man.
Yeah.
I'm a little upset about this dynamic.
I'm proud of you guys, though.
Can you put the camera on him, Daily? Like he's saying something.
Can you switch to him so that I could
switch to fork? Zoom out. That's such an close-up. That's an offensive
It's Paul Thomas Anderson.
That's an offensive
It's
close-up.
Paul Thomas
You're
Anderson.
certainly not Paul Thomas Anderson. If that's how you frame a shot, if that's how you compose a shot, do you even know anything about film composition? I went to school for communications. Thank you very much. Why do you think that this show runs the way it does? It wouldn't work without me, and that's because I take my influence from the very best. Resident Evil 6, the final chapter. Go see it in theaters. Oscar pick 2016.
I'm really proud that you went to school and sacrificed all that money for such a noble cause.
You gotta communicate. What did you major in, Daily Baker, if that is your real major?
I studied business, and it helped me a lot.
Well, how is it helping us?
You need a lot of help, my friend.
Okay, let's break this down. Dave, let's ask Dave. Who do you think is the more competent between the duo? Which I'm starting to think I should go single.
Daly, you don't even have to finish the question for me to answer that one. Daly, I'm back on your team.
I have the tides of the sand turned.
Yeah.
Teamwork is very important. Because I think all these arguments are, there's
Squad up, everybody.
Be back, baby.
I think both of these movies,
me?
there's no oil in they're completely empty, and I think everybody needs to be reading 1984.
Yes, get it.
Even though it's completely sold out on Amazon.
Now it is.
But I'm copying the whole book from my home and selling it in order to get this information global. So if you'd like a copy.
Do you need to go to a bumper for that one?
Sorry. Did I say something?
Here's some music, don't
Take us away, D-Treble.
Are you sure? I'm sorry. I know it wasn't Paul Thomas Anderson.
I'm sorry you had to be so wrong.
It was Paul W.S. Anderson. I think you got a wicked. I don't know who I was trying to fool, but I'm sorry.
Explain.
Well, in film school, one of my girlfriends, well, not really girlfriends, but like friends, not really friends, but like classmate. Actually, I was auditing that class, and she was in a group, and they studied Paul Thomas Anderson.
Jhonnie Walker, we like to educate our audience with one thing that they need to know. Take it away.
Do a slow zoom.
It could be anything that you need.
Can you zoom out so you can zoom in?
Take it away. We
okay.
don't have much time left.
Well, so I think if you want to see Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling in a very, very ethnically diverse film, you should go see
diverse.
La La Land.
Sorry, that was too fast.
It's yeah.
And what else? We already went over that.
Okay.
New fact.
You want to go?
New fact.
You can buy copies of 1984 Charles Dickens for $5 a copy from me.
And we have
D-Treble, what do you got?
We have no time, guys. This was a great show. The whole gang's here. I think this is one of our most dynamic shows yet. See you guys next week. Thank you.
Hope you learned something.
Is Resident Evil the final chapter? Resident Evil the final chapter.